Hello again. I'm Arlen Yoder from the Soul Winners R Us website. Remember, the angels in heaven rejoice when a loved one or friend gives their heart to Jesus. The title of my post today is The Day My World Turned Upside Down. It's about when everything is going along smoothly without too much chaos or difficulty. Then something happens to rock your world, causing it to figuratively turn upside down. Most of us have a deep set of beliefs and understanding of the Bible that seems to get to the heart of the matter, as my last post indicated. It gives us comfort to know that God is right there beside us, guiding us every step of the path in our journey. We also derive comfort when others walking beside us share the same beliefs and understanding. We're walking or perhaps even floating along in our world in an upright position. Then a person we trust and love, whom we think shares those same beliefs and understanding, suddenly one day does an about face on one of them. To put it mildly, that day our world is literally turned upside down. We try to reason with that person, but they won't listen to our reasons for not wanting to go down the path they are on. They usually double down on their belief that their path is the absolute right path. They even indicate that those who disagree are flawed for not wanting to go. What do we do in our upside down state? If you're like me, you usually just bail. Getting away from the upside down world seems the only solution to get some relief. But as I used to tell my mental health clients, the grass doesn't usually end up being greener by moving away from a location or a situation. I'm a big fan of Western drama. Recently I watched a Jimmy Stewart movie called The Far Country. A certain town was known for its wonderful people and good morals, but it was a gold town. And what usually happened in gold towns back then was that unsavory people moved in to take advantage of those hardworking people who were finding gold. The people in that town looked toward Jimmy Stewart to help them against the people trying to take advantage of others, because he was a strong-minded man who rarely backed away from trouble. At first he was like me. He told Walter Brennan, his sidekick, that he wanted to bail just like I usually do. He was his own man and he didn't want to interfere in the affairs of other people. But then they killed Walter Brennan, his old buddy, even as they were moving on. That was the last straw. He went back to the town, and the rest of the townsfolk rallied around him to drive out the unsavory people. I'm not saying my situation is even close to a matter of life and death, like what Jimmy Stewart faced or others really faced in the Old West that wasn't just a fictional story, but the principle is the same. If someone is turning the world upside down in a town or area, perhaps it's better to stay and at least not bail out on the townsfolk. I'm more of a townsfolk person and not a hero like Jimmy Stewart was. But I want to band together with other townsfolk, if they want me to call on Jesus, our real hero, to get us to turn the world right side up. See you next time.